Derek, maybe a little different approach than what people might have predicted you were going to use to win this fight, given that Ali's the one coming in with 3 straight knockouts and you were the wrestler. Was that something you had confidence you'd be able to just be aggressive from the outset?
Like I said, I work really hard, so every fight I look to come and be aggressive, but I like to think of myself as a smart guy. I use my head, I saw some openings. I pressed him against the cage. I went towards his legs. Feel this pressure that he'd give me towards his takedown. He didn't give me much. I came back. He actually gave me a heavy little sprawl, so I came up with some punches. I saw some openings. I can go over the top, underneath, and I caught him with some punches there. And he was really worried about me punching out of clinch, so that's when I saw time to disengage and throw it straight. I caught him with that, and I had him a little wobble, so we just followed up with some punches after that.
I mean, there was a point where it almost seemed like you were, I don't know if reckless is the right word, but you were in like full-on pursuit mode against him. Was there any concern maybe he might catch you with the counter?
No, like I said, I watched a lot of film, and I know he likes to counter, and every time that he was countering, I was ducking under his punches. I knew they were coming. I knew I had to change my levels, be ready to slip and see him, and they were more of like defensive punches. I had his back against the cage, so he couldn't create that much power from there. He's normally dangerous in the open, in the middle of the cage where he can slip his head off and, get some big winding punches. But like I said, I had him press up against the cage, so a lot of those punches was defensive, and I just saw openings and I just stormed,
What did you think about the stoppage? Like, obviously, you're not going to give the win back, but did you think you're going to have to land, maybe 4 or 5 more blows before Mario Yamasaki stopped it?
No, that was a good stoppage, That's MMA now. If I get tagged, that's how the fight is going to go. They're going to stop the fight. He went limp whenever I hit him, and, the only thing left from there was unloading more punches, There's no need for him to take that damage, I hit him a couple times and he was just limp, Obviously a little bit more target on the punches. I would have just, knocked him straight out. But good stoppage. I just got the better of him at that point in time, and yeah, it was good stoppage.
What did Sam say to you?
Oh, nothing. I mean, he's a good guy. He got that serial killer type model. You don't know. I really didn't know how to approach this guy. He's actually probably one of the more scarier, dangerous guys to prepare for, because it seems like he's never going to be phased. Other guys might, even the top guys might be phased or, really think too much of the fight. It's like he's kind of like me. I'm like family oriented. He's family oriented. I think he has his kids here. So, I mean, the guy has a lot of experience. He's 26-6, 3 knockouts in a row. I mean, he has all the momentum. I saw him on, it was creepy because I saw him on Twitter all week long, fight week, saying, I'm going to get the fight done. I'm like, damn, do he know something I don't know? I mean, I know he's a tough guy, but he just seems so confident, So, I just wanted to go in there and, just do what I've been training and not have any letdowns,
Well, it looked like the hands really started to get going, pretty quickly. But it also looked like the strategy was to go in and kind of keep them pressed against the wall. Do you ever get that urge that, hey, I'm really kind of connected right now. Can I step back and maybe let's just trade some punches for a while? Or is it, let's just stay on the game plan and just kind of keep pressing them?
You know what? The game plan wasn't to press him against the cage. I saw in a previous fight where he fought Dylan, his second UFC fight, the guy did press him against the cage, but I threw a couple feints out there. He backed up and he was in the red. He was near the cage, So I kind of closed the gap, and the only thing left to do was to press him against the cage. So it was kind of there. It wasn't a game plan. I just kind of like go with the flow, Like I said, I work hard, and when I did press him against the cage, he was like, he was spending a lot of energy, and I'm like, wow. I was breathing, and I was like, man, I heard my corner yell out 3 minutes and 30 seconds in. And I'm like, really? I feel like, 30 seconds in, my cardio felt really good. So that's when I felt the need to press, because I felt him breathing really heavy, and I was, really putting a lot of pressure. He was using a lot of energy to get off the cage. So
when it definitely looked like when you were in there and you got the clinch, I mean, the connections that you made, you were able to slip up under it and slip around. Was that something that you really focused on, thinking that he was going to take it into the clinch?
No, I never. Funny enough, I don't even work clinch work that much. I need to get back to that. Me and Coach Greg, we worked a lot of, playing with the guys' hands from the open stance, and coming in, But I don't work a lot. My thing is to stay off the cage. Like I'm a wrestler by trade, but I want to just clean guys up, get them out of there, knock them out with the hands or the feet, in the middle of the cage. The plan is never, like I said, he kind of, when I feinted him, he backed up towards the cage. So it was there, so I took it, I'm an opportunist, and I just work hard and try to be good in every position.
Well, did it go exactly as you thought? Yeah, I mean, a lot of times guys will watch the fight or they'll think about it a little bit like, oh, that went good, but I probably could have did this a little bit better. When you think about it now that you've had a few minutes to kind of look at it, was there anything that you're like, oh, that maybe didn't work as well, or are you completely happy with the performance out there?
I'm completely happy with the win and the finish. I'll probably look at the film and be like, dang, I was a little more reckless than I need to be. You know, maybe I could keep my hands up. I'm sure I was, you know, punching. Maybe one of my hands was down. But, you know, I had them stunned pretty good. So sometimes you can charge in, but you got to be cautious because the other guy is still, you know, live and they can, you know, hit you with a counter punch. So,
well, with an impressive win like that, is there anybody else maybe next that now is on your radar?
I'm 15th in the rankings. I'm going to sit back and talk to my coaches. I'm just going to keep climbing that ladder, you know. I'm not really taking the Conor McGregor approach. You know, I'm going to take the Ronda approach, I guess, and just beat everybody, you know, as they come. I'm just going to beat them down. You know, I'm going to work really hard, and that's it.